I'd been thinking what would be the best idea for the next video. And then I realized a lot of you is likely struggling with loot. Or maybe just like the top tier equipment. I'll show you the route I had been taking whenever I could, but especially if I was struggling with gear myself from time to time. Navy Outpost is simply the best place, hands down. Half of the AI has bandages and the mid-tier armor and guns to take. And there is so much high tier loose loot, you can easily go from 0 to hero, as long as you move fast. So, we have started at the range, not the war spawn, but there is a better one. We can check this loose loot spawn while we are here. And let's head on through the firing range to the barracks spawn. This is the best spawn on this map for one simple reason. There are 4 lockers right next to it that can have the best tier equipment in the game, with 2 other loot boxes fairly close. After looting these 2 boxes, you could just leave, especially if you're not that good at the game or simply don't want to risk it. The next move is to run straight towards the control tower. You can find the best loot on the map there, but it's often contested, so you have to get there quick. There are 3 loose loot spawns that can often have panzer armors and helmets and high tier guns. Unfortunately, there haven't been any loose loot items in here, but I doubt anybody took them. They likely just didn't spawn on this raid. For reference, there is one in front of each door and one on the table next to the stairs I came from. At this point, you could likely just leave with the pod ahead, but if you are picky about loot, or might be playing with a friend, or just don't want to risk extracting with this pod, let's head on to the vault area. Even if you didn't get lucky with the blowtorch, it's worth coming here, simply because of the amount of ammo you can find in here. Alright, so the vaults are pretty straightforward, no explanation needed, but this one is pretty risky, so once again, if you don't feel like fighting, it might be better to just move on. Now, at this point, I wouldn't recommend to go to the pod, because the players likely moved onto this area by now. It's time to head on to the place you came from. In here, you can take a little detour to the infirmary, but there is only one med bag, so unless you really need meds, it's not worth the risk. From here, you can take any extract easily, considering 4 out of the 6 extracts are lined up on the same side of the map, the only exception being the one above me or the one on the other side of the map. On my left here is the barracks extract with the lockers, and on my right is the one we came from. That's it for this video. I hope it had been helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.